Welcome back. With the wedding season officially in full swing in Southwest Florida, we thought it might be fun to talk about some wedding etiquette this morning.
Yes, and we are not the only ones talking about what should and shouldn't be done at weddings. Take a look at this picture that has gone viral on Facebook.
Yeah, the picture has gone viral, and the rant, he calls it himself a rant, of the photographer who took this, courtesy of Thomas Stewart Photography here. And he says, listen, look at this picture. The groom has to lean over and see his bride coming down the aisle because so many people have their phones out and he can't see.
It is just not right. They should be sitting down. I understand everyone wants to see how beautiful the bride looks and everything, but the poor guy can't even see for the first time how gorgeous she is in her veil and her dress and everything.
And it's interesting. We have Alex, one of our camera guys here. He does this as well. He's a wedding photographer, and he's talked about how he has actually had to have, and he does video, but he's actually had to have the bride walk down the aisle again. They had to pose it a second time because so many people were getting in the way, you know, with their camera phones.
Right.
So the photographer there is asking that people please put down your cell phones. The bride and groom should actually kind of require them, listen, no technology.
Right.
What say you, Linda? You're newlywed. Did you have a problem with this?
You know what? Here's why I had a problem with it. I got married a little over a year ago, and we spent all this money for a wedding photographer. You know, they're not cheap, but they're professionals, and they know how to move around the crowd and the bride and groom and everybody to not get in the way of everything, right? They're professionals. They know how to do that. The regular people with their cell phones, they don't know how to do that without getting in the way, right? And why and why I really didn't like it is because people were sending out posts on Facebook before the ceremony was even over. Linda Halligan got married and all this, right? And some of the pictures were not that flattering. You know, you've got sort of the double chin, it's not the right angle, maybe your back's not looking so good.
That's why you hire a professional to make sure the lighting is right, the angle's right, and that's what you want posted. So yeah, not only I think is it people taking pictures during the wedding and getting in the way, but then posting, and same with new kids, by the way, and new babies. It's the same thing as a new mom. I remember people coming in and taking pictures of it. It's like, don't post that yet. Let the mom be the first one to post. Let the bride be the first one to post.
They sort of steal your thunder, you know?
Exactly. So, and again, you know, you pay a lot of money for those photographers. Let them do their job. And what are the people going to do with the video that they brought? You know, it's not going to be all that great that you're going to want to share.
Right. And when you look through his rant, I mean, he goes on and on and on. He says, those pictures are crap. Flat out, the people who are the guests at the wedding, the pictures they take, they're just not very good. You know, you get in the way, they get in the way, all that stuff. And then he goes on and says, tell everyone you're having an unplugged ceremony, no technology, please. He wants it chalked on a board at the very front when you walk in. He wants a reminder. I mean, it's like when you go to the theater, you know, you go see a play or a musical or something like that.
But I know they're magical moments, and I know we all want to keep them. So we wanted to know what you thought. We posted on Facebook. We got some great responses. We'll go ahead and read some of it. And I think for the most part, people agree. So this is Lindsay here, and she says, listen, I agree 100%, and I will actually be having an unplugged ceremony in March. I want my guests to enjoy the ceremony and to be in the moment. And that's the other thing that he goes on and talks about. When you're the bride and you look down at your crowd there, you don't want to see a bunch of cameras in the audience. You want to see their smiling, tearful faces.
Right. You want to see your mom and dad with the tears coming down their face and those magical moments. Yeah, exactly. Here's another one.
Next one from Jacqueline.
And the first cell phone that comes out gets removed by an usher. There can be a short, polite reminder before the ceremony starts. That's
Jacqueline thinks that, listen, if the reminder goes out and then a cell phone comes out, kind of like in high school, usher should yank it away.
Right. And
I don't know about that. That's a little extreme.
It is. We had the professional photographer, and I ended up sending a bunch of the good photos to all my friends who were in them. So they get some photos and they're professional. Everyone looks good.
All right, so some good reminders to maybe put the phones away, at least during the ceremony, at least. Maybe in the reception, that's when you can have a little bit more fun. But let us know. Go to Facebook. Again, we'd love to hear your thoughts. So, all right, up.